Hi, today I'm going to talk about customer platform growth as a key step changer for LATAM. As part of the C2020, the HILTI Group has the ambition to grow 1.5 faster than construction markets worldwide. In order to bring the global net sales from 4.3 BCHF in 2013 to 7 BCHF, this would represent an average net sales growth of around 7% per year. To achieve this fundamental target for HILTI Group, a crucial contribution is expected from emerging markets over the next years. This is based on the fact that by 2020, 2/3 of the total construction volume worldwide will come from the emerging markets. Latin America represents in fact around 8% of the total construction market worldwide, with a huge potential still to be exploited due to the current underpenetration, with single-digit market shares in most of these markets compared to over 30% in the case of mature markets. What can we do? As W2, we want to contribute. In fact, we plan to become a 500 MCHF business by 2020. A big step if we think that we are coming from close to 180 MCHF in 2014. This would represent a net sales growth of above 20% in average over the upcoming years. The central piece of our W2 regional strategy is to build a sustainable HILTI brand for the future. For this, we know that we need to be able to have more and more high potential customers having HILTI as their top of mind choice. This means loyal customers. Now, in order to confirm this plan for developing the region, let's have a look at our current customer platform, which has around 12,000 engaged, frequent and active customers, and try to understand where the growth we are looking for could come from. One alternative is that we focus on selling a lot more to the same loyal customers. We should then increase, for example, by 10 times the number of engaged customers, these being the ones with higher purchase value. But this is not feasible. Or another alternative is if we assume instead that we focus on selling the same we do today but to a lot more loyal customers. In this case, we should then increase by almost 4 times the entire engaged, frequent, active customer platform. And this is also not feasible. The solution lies in the between. Selling more to more loyal customers. In other words, creating more HILTI loyal customers. And this is achievable only if we engage in deeper relationships with high potential customers. Is it possible to sell more to more customers? Well, in other parts of the world, it is happening. The mature markets, the number of engaged customers per TS are 5 times higher than in Latin America. The same for the number of EFA customers, engaged, frequent, active, are twice as high per TS. This confirms that enormous potential we have with existing resources already. What is also important to review is the sales per TS levels, which drives market reach productivity and leads to a lower MO OPEX as percentage of net sales. Also here, mature markets win. 750 kCHF sales per TS against 440 kCHF in emerging markets. I have a doubt. Are the TSs from developed markets superheroes or what? So if we know that we need more loyal customers and we know that it is possible, a question comes up spontaneously. In W2, are we on the right track to get there? We realize that adding TS does not necessarily translate into increasing our platform of loyal customers. In fact, from 2010 to 2013, we increased the number of TS from 247 to 323, and we decreased the number of EFA customers per TS from 48 to 39. On the other hand, we have experienced a very slow development in generating more engaged customers per TS. In the same period, we increased only 0.4 engaged customers from 2011. Another brutal fact is that we have not been so successful in retaining our loyal customer base. We lost 55% of engaged customers in W2 over a period of 3 years. Obviously, we have a washing machine effect, even with engaged customers. But there is a positive aspect. With the remaining 45% of customers, not only do we maintain, but we are also deepening these customer relationships over time. In fact, we could increase their penetration from 28% to 36%. Finally, a very important enabler to achieve higher productivity from our sales force, to be able to cover and develop a bigger loyal customer platform, is our full MCS system. But we still have a lot of work ahead of us to be able to broaden our relationships with our customers from a purely TS interface to a truly multi-channel one. Today, still 55% of the sales are generated by our TSs, higher than 3 years back. If it's so important, what's holding us back? We think there are various barriers, but the most important are: count on full MO buy-in. It has to be deeply understood, internalized and believed by the leadership of W2, local EMT, middle management, and from the entire market organizations that this will be a key success factor to achieve the Champion 2020 strategy. This is the key to success. Make it a top priority. It needs to be a top priority for us as an organization. Align strategies, resources, and invest more of our conversation time as to how we can achieve this important objective. We need to put all of our weight and credibility behind this initiative. Balancing short-term versus long-term. Due to our lower market shares and low coverage of big opportunities in our markets, it is very challenging to appropriately balance this short and the long term. It is clear that to achieve short-term higher TS productivity and thus higher ROS performance, focusing a significant portion of our resources in mega projects brings short-term satisfaction. On the other hand, how to secure the steady, responsible investment in developing our loyal customer base with coverage strategies as part of our foundation of the future. Lack of proper TS competence and process infrastructure. W2 is underway to implementing the foundations of appropriate market research processes, CRM7 market reach building blocks. These investments will be key to ensuring a professional, competent territory management process that would allow us to capture business opportunities in which we don't participate today. And secondly, maintain, develop the existing customer platform consistently in a structured way. There are a lot of new people in TS, middle management, leadership positions who are learning on the job today. Lack of proper MCS infrastructure. The fact that we are underway of increasing competence in MCS related processes will help to enable our MCS channels, particularly customer service, HOL, that creates confidence in our sales force and in our customers that they can be supported, served in the best imaginable way through these other sales channels. On the other hand, having little coverage, huge territories have not yet helped to create concrete investment strategies to open the needed HILTI centers that support this objective. No more thinking. Let's make it happen.